Hi, this is Mila, and I'll be opening, making, and comparing MJ's Miniverse, Make It Mini Holiday, whatever I get with the moose heads. Now, the moose heads were hiding in one of the Yule log packages. I don't know if you can tell, but all the holiday ones, supposedly for Halloween and everything, you can see what's in the package by looking at the inner packaging. And this one, it says it's the Yule log. I ordered 3 from Amazon, and I was hoping for the 3 basic ones, the Yule log, the Christmas tree, and the third one. Oh, the cheese platter. But I ended up getting the rare on the first try, which was clearly not intentional because it was an Amazon order. And now let's see whether this one, it does sound different. Like it has a much more clear knock to it. So if this one didn't make any noise and this one makes noise, then I'm assuming this is the actual Yule log. So let's do this. And I'm kind of excited, but I did want the cheese platter and the Christmas tree. Like they were my top ones. So I've placed another order on Amazon. They will think I'm maybe a tad touched, but touched by the Christmas spirit, you mean? Yeah. And yes, this is a golden bowl, so it is supposed to be the Yule log. Where is this? The moose heads were fun to make, but they weren't very creative. You just had to pour it in and sort of cure. Like there was no personal contribution at all to be made. Well, other than not spilling it. There we go. So let's see about this one. I guess I kind of want to display the ball from the rare because it looks so cute. No, but it doesn't go with the vibe with the feel of the room, so I guess I'll put it off to the side. But look at the top. The top is very decorative, so I'll keep it right here. And I guess I'll be getting another one. And I couldn't help it. I had to keep the cinnamon powder jar. Like it's just too cute to not. Okay, see, this one is immediately my style. It has pink in it. I love it. I love getting desserts and like just food. Okay, what is this? Sun-baked sweets. It's little mushrooms. They're adorable. And this is such a cute paper. And we're getting, we're getting Happy Sun Farm. So I'm thinking this is tomato and maybe basilic. We'll see. Or something. And let's see what's inside this little cute package. Oh, the mandatory tongs. I don't think I'll take them. I'll just grab the ones that are already open because I do have a ton of them. We do get the topper for the ball, which I'll put because look how adorable it is. Okay, I do love the holidays. Gingerbread cookies. Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh goodness, I love them. Okay, I want to open them now. I know I'm supposed to like unbox everything first, but I mean, who said that? Technically, the cookies are calling, so I need to answer the call of the cookies. Okay, let's see. How do I, okay, if I were to do this way I have them freshly baked, but I do wonder if I do have this mold, if I can try and make something with it, because it does have the shape of the cookies. Okay, so I do have a bunch of cookies. I guess I'll put this down just so I can have my ingredients ready to go. The holiday tables are absolutely the best. I just did the holiday one for Halloween, and they were just so adorable. The Yule log roll cake. Perfect. I love it. It's so cute. Okay, or not. Like, wouldn't that be adorable if I did get a double to just kind of put it in the fridge and be like, this one is ready to go? Although my fridge is, at this point, so full, it's not even funny. What is this one? It's very round, maybe a raisin or something to sprinkle. Please be something to sprinkle. Ooh, sugar. Does it come with the cap? Oh, it comes with a different sort of cap. This one is like a half opening. I do wish I had gotten another of the cinnamon powder cups. They were so cute. Okay, this is for the table, which I won't be using right now. And that's the display. I love it. Oh, it already comes with, I guess, a little tablecloth or golden doily, whatever that is, just for the display. It's quite cute. Maybe I'll just remove the ball, period. Okay, put this here so we can read the instructions after. Okay, let's see. I'm so excited. You can tell when I'm excited because that's when I start doing like random stuff because I'm just too excited to pay attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. Happy Sun Farms. The attention to detail is really quite a lot. Okay, and this is Choco Hazelnut Spread. Okay, as long as I don't spread it all around my mini kitchen, we're good. Okay, what are the steps? I really want to open this. There's already one slice like pre-cut. I wonder if the white goes throughout. Well, I won't be cutting it to figure this out right now, but I would love to know in general. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, wait for it to lean it against the side maybe. Okay, like this. Now let's see what the instructions are for the Yule log. Where is it? There we go. I am supposed to spread the choco hazelnut on the thing, and I'm assuming on the single one as well. Add the decorations, sprinkle, add cookies, and cure. Okay. How am I doing this? Now I do want to spread. I do want to spread the chocolate on the single slice as well because that's what's going to make it look like it's part of the cake. Does it go directly on the thing? On the display? Yes, it does. Okay. That's how it's supposed to look. It's quite adorable. Now let's see if... There we go. So, if I were to spread and put them together, they might stick and the layer might not be thick enough. Yeah, see, like it doesn't necessarily make a nice layer. So I will get my lamp. I will get my lamp for curing, and I will try to do this in stages. This way I can get a nice chocolatey layer rather than just having like a kind of caramel feel to it. Like, see what I mean? Right now there's bits that look chocolatey and other ones that are just too thin to tell like that it's chocolate. So I think with this one I'll just take my time to do it the way I would like the way I'd like for it to be done, rather than just hurry to get it done, which does imply maybe doing 2 layers, but maybe I'll just try to get it done in one go. Okay, it's actually not bad. There we go. Just do it like this. Okay. Let's see, put this in here and start curing. The spread is cured, which means look how nice of a layer there is. Like if I were to put it straight up, you can kind of see a chocolate layer around it, which I think looks very nice. So if I were to put it here, then you can clearly see that there's chocolate on it. And if I do need it for the powdered sugar, then I can just add a thin layer just so it sticks, rather than like needing it to look pretty at the same time. So I'm very happy with that. This is what I'll do with this one as well. I will glaze it and then cure it, and then if I do need to stick the powder, I will just add more to it rather than just... Because look right here where I didn't put enough, like it looks so not nice. That's why maybe for this one, because it's a bigger piece, I'll just need 2 layers, and then that's just it. That's okay, I guess. Maybe if I were to go around like that, that will make it easier. Oh, I just need more of the glazing. There we go. Okay, this is definitely not very obvious because I do love watching baking shows, and I look at the detailing and like how smooth it all looks. I'm like definitely not one of those like MasterChef bakers, as you can tell by the amount of like stuff that's just gluey all over the place. But I am doing my best and I am having fun, which I won't lie is a big part of it for me. There we go. Okay, have a smooth transition. Let's turn it around. And I do have to say that's going to, like, if I were to make a nice, I guess let's say winter celebration dinner for the Barbies, or just like as a display, this will be a lovely, lovely dessert to have on, like very Christmassy. Obviously right now it's just semi-chocolatey, but once I'm done with it, with the gingerbread cookies, I think it'll look very nice. And I don't want it to be perfect, but I would like for it to have like a bit of a thicker layer right here. But I'm getting ready to cure for sure. Okay, yeah, see, it's not too bad. Okay, let's cure it. Oops, sorry. Whoa, okay, I'm holding it with this arm, so I kind of don't want to. Yeah, and I kind of put some chocolate on my lamp while I was dealing with the single slice, so that's why that's there. It's nothing fishy, I promise. There it is, cured. This side is not as pretty, but this side is. So guess what? I will be putting this side toward the inside. This way the the extra piece will be kind of hiding. Now I'm debating in the picture. In the picture they have the piece separately, but I think I'd kind of like to have it next to it. Maybe again even like leaning off to the side or something, but it's kind of prominent, so maybe not. There's no space here, there's no space there. Or oh, if I were to turn it maybe like this. Yeah, I think this is cute, and it also all of it goes on the platter. There we go. Yeah, I think this is cute as an idea. So now there's the sugar, the powdered sugar, and all the different decorations. So I'll definitely need to put some more of this there. Right? Yeah, I think so. So I'll put some right on top. There we go, to have stuff stick in there. There we go. A little bit around. Try not to like ruin the nice, lovely texture I had going. I do need to put some as well on this side of the piece, which I didn't really think about before, but now I am. I'll just try to keep it maybe as a blob, just to have things stick to it rather than, you know, have per se something happening. And I will just put it here to the side just so it's easier to work with, but obviously for the final presentation I will put them together. Now we have, oh, and the cookie to the front. I forgot the cookie. Who could forget the cookie? I did, apparently. Okay, there we go. So here's a cookie. The cookies are different. I'm just noticing. So some of the cookies have a little bow on the head and some don't. So we have 2 with the bow and 2 without the bow. They're absolutely adorable. And guess what? I will be using one with the bow right here. Like this. And then I will be adding, I do love 3 as a number, but 3 feels like a lot. So maybe I'll add, I'm wondering if I should add the mushrooms first or the rest first, but I think the mushrooms first, because this way they're kind of raised and they're the, come on. Sorry, they're very stuck in there. I opened the mushrooms. Now let's take maybe a couple. Those tongues are pretty large, so I'll just put a mushroom here. And I think I'll put one more mushroom. Can I grab this one? Oh, they're so stuck. Okay, there we go. I could grab this one. So I'll just put this one a bit to this side. And this way I can kind of decorate around. Like I'll put, oops, no, stay. I intended for this to go to the front. There we go. And then I think I'll add just a little bit more. This way they can stick better, I guess. And I can add a second one. And then I'll put the tomatoes around, or whatever they're supposed to be. They look like tomatoes, but I've never made the Yule log, so I don't know what they are. No. Yeah, that was my fault. Obviously. Whose else would it be? There we go. Okay. Okay, we have this standing there. And there we go. One. And if I could put one right here, like in between, that would be really nice, but it's not going to stick, is it? Maybe if I were to put some of this on it. Yes. Okay, now I'm happy. And then a couple of more, like right here. This makes it look very Christmassy because of the red and green, so that's great news. I just want to push it in there. And then maybe one to the front. I don't want to exaggerate either, but look, oh, no, not there. In the hole, there we go. I don't know from the side, but from the, like from right on the top where I'm looking from, it looks very cute. Let's see if I can move this here. It's not cured yet, so I can still move things, but I think it looks pretty cute. So now I'll just need to deal with this side where I will do a gingerbread man without the, what do you call it? Without the bow. So I guess a gingerbread man. I don't know. Oh, I should have put it backwards. Well, now it's this way. Like this maybe. And then have a couple of cherry tomatoes maybe. Like here. I'll turn it just to the side. One behind. No. Gingerbread man, you were doing so well. Do not fail me. Okay, and one to the side. Because I think the tomato is right now supporting the gingerbread man. Funny as that sounds. How is your cookie standing up? There's a tomato next to it. But yeah, there we go. Nope. And it fell. No. Oh, no. Okay. Just stay there. There we go. Okay. I think it looks pretty cute. If only it were to stay this way. That'll be great. So now I'll proceed with the curing. So I guess I'll take this closer so I can cure. Wipe this down. Okay, I'm very happy that where's the sugar? Oh, there it is. I'm very happy that I did the glazing before, because just imagine if on top of this, there we go. On top of this, I had to deal with like everything sliding around because everything was sticky. So I'm very happy with this. Okay, almost there. So let's cure, and I'll get back to you once it's all cured from all sides. And there it is. They're cured. They're on the tray. They look absolutely adorable. Just look at this. I'm trying to see if I can tilt it. I just don't want to drop them. I'm not sure how stable it is, but I think it looks pretty adorable. And I think I like it better than the moose heads. So this is definitely my number one right now, because I got to be creative. I added the number of tomatoes I wanted, the powder. So it wasn't too difficult. The gingerbread men and women, gingerbread people, gingerbread cookies are staying up. So I'm very happy with the final product. I hope you find it cute too, but I really, really, really like it. It looks very Christmassy, and it would make a lovely addition to a holiday spread. And I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you for the next little moment we get to share together. Bye!